had almost ground to a halt in our pursuit of growth for social and equitable development. In the early years, I can tell you, in the first 3 years, I think, it was very difficult to persuade that my reform obsession was justified, because it involved tightening the belt of everybody, including the civil service.
And Ghana had gone through its own turmoil in terms of economic challenges, political challenges, and even social challenges. And there was the need to get the country out of the doldrum.
So you have good ideas. The ideas were already there. People know about this thing for a long time. But to move it from idea to results, there are hurdles.
Amazingly, not many people really understand the reform, and especially in translating those ideas into reality. That is maybe the most difficult part.
In Nigeria, we just took it for granted that because what we are doing was right, it will be sustained. Because the thing about reforms is that they have a time lag. You start doing things that hurt people, that are difficult, and the results don't really come till a few years down the road, sometimes a decade, sometimes a generation.
The biggest thing that comes in the way for top leadership is how to conquer that fear of failure. Everything you do, you must win coalition with the public through town halls. When we had the town hall, we invited people from the public to come and look at what we were intending to do, the entire program, and we then got them to say what percent of them supported this work, where were the changes that they wanted us to make, where were the refinements. By the time we put it together, that whole proposal was really what the public wants us to do as a responsible government. Political will is granted when there's political equations, and that political equations comes from the rakyat and the people wanting to say this is priority for us. By publishing and declaring it like that, you have no choice. It's like a salesman's nightmare. You're committed to deliver. You now have to produce a product and deliver.
Violence splits people, divides people into smaller groups. People are afraid of moving around. So we knew that we had to build the new places to get together, once again, into the public space.
And so we've also committed to say that at the end of each year, when we finish the year, we will write a report declaring to the public what we have delivered and also not delivered. And so this whole architecture drives in commitment, accountability, transparency.
Because transparency is the equivalent of trust, and that's the best political capital that you can have.
People have lived on a diet of broken promises, and we realize that we will be walking a very tough road if we continue to make promises. The only thing that will be believable is what we do, not what we say.
If we came with an incremental target that is reduce street crime by 1%, there is no need to transform. You can use your old ways of doing it and achieve that result. No transformation required. You just have to run a little harder, you'll get it. But if we were to say to them, in 1 year, bring street crime by 20% down, there is no way the old ways of doing it can achieve that. You require a radical approach and an outside-the-box thinking.
All my team, they enjoy the battle or joining this reform or even managing it and try to save it. It's become the new cause for their life, for their professional life. And I'm talking not only at the younger generation, I talk about the top echelon. Sometimes call me and say that was among the best time in their life. They feel that they are useful. They feel that they've done something right.
My definition of transformation, it must be three things. Big, results, fast. And if it's not big and it's not quick and if it's not results oriented, I'm not interested. You will never get big results fast unless you have tremendous commitment to do something, and it cannot be seen as a job, it must be seen as a calling.